Alright, so I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about this by now, but the FBI raided Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. So I'm going to pop in a clip from CNN and we'll take it from there.
What do you think is going through his mind and their minds?
Oh, I think they're delighted. This is a surprising answer, but I think that they've been planning for this for years. Donald Trump first did his reaction to the FBI, actually having his lawyer call them Gestapo and stormtroopers 50 years ago. So he's been prepared for this strategy all along. He issued a campaign-style commercial within hours. This was prepared in advance. So he's an expert at spinning everything into publicity. He believes all publicity is good publicity. And that hardcore Trump group, 35% of the electorate, is going to be electrified by this. I think he's having a good day, actually.
Alyssa, you see this as serious on many levels.
I do. If we're talking about it being vital national security documents, I don't think that we can forget that those, even if it's top secret, that means it could pose a grave national security risk if it's in the wrong hands or made out into the public. This, I'm hoping, goes beyond simply not complying with some archiving laws, or DOJ just handed Donald Trump the Republican nominee and potentially the presidency. If it's seen as some sort of massive overreach and not something incredibly serious, this is a very good day for Donald Trump. And by the way, he knows how to play this up in his favor. He more or less broke this news.
He did break it.
I believe, yeah, a Florida-based reporter had something, but he was ready to go. And I've actually seen quite sort of aligned messaging among Republicans. This is, a banana republic. This shouldn't happen. If they do it to the president, the FBI will do it to you.
So yeah, here the CNN's actually kind of truthful. I remember back in 2016, they were talking about how all the negative publicity netted Trump $1 billion worth of free advertisement. Because like they said, Trump can turn even bad publicity into good publicity. The next big mistake the powers that be made, the FBI kicked out all the lawyers from Trump's home. That's what I've heard. They also asked to have all the security cameras turned off. So Trump's going to use that to say all kinds of stuff. This guy said it half right. It'll galvanize his 35% base. And by half right, I mean it's probably higher than 35%. Now, a curious note, I can't remember Trump calling the FBI Gestapo, so I don't know if that's just me not remembering or if the CNN's trying to salvage some credibility. This is just like when Trump was president. They tried to get rid of him, but they only made him stronger. Trump's only weakness is himself. They kind of grasped that ball during the 2020 election by just letting Trump speak, and Trump started saying damaging things, and he hurt himself. But that ball just apparently slipped right out of their hands. Now they're back to idiotically empowering him. Every time they try to impeach him, every time they bring him up in the news, every time they refuse to say his name, they're just emboldening his base and red-pilling more normies. So in summary, let's finish off with a word from Ron Paul.
Came in during the First World War, and interestingly enough, one thing that Woodrow Wilson did, he used the FBI to spy on American citizens and actually arrest them if they disagreed with his foreign policy about going to war in Europe. And isn't it interesting how recent they used it in the Vietnam era? Democrats used it there. Republicans used the FBI to spy on 100 different groups in this country, including the churches, who disagree with the policy in Central America. It almost looks like the FBI was designed to spy on Americans who might be disagreeing with policy, especially the foreign policy. So the FBI, although I don't think I can condemn everything they've ever done, because I'm sure some of the investigations and investigation of crime has been beneficial, but that could be accomplished through Justice Department within our states. We wouldn't reject that portion of it.
So yeah, all I can say with that is spot on. All right, take care.